I'm not excited to get back into it. I don't wanna. I don't wanna almost. Because it was traumatizing stuff. All right, let's get into it. Oh. It literally has been a month. All right. Misfortune, death, alone, fantasy, love, uncontrollable, depression. It kind of feels good to be back, you know? But, oh, I didn't do my intro yet. Well, hello everybody, my name is Mr. Gooseduck9, and welcome to part 3 of Doki Literature Club. But let's get right into it. We'll kind of go both. But not a lot of things have been happening since I last streamed, chat. Not a lot of things. Well, we're gonna kind of go both here. Okay. Well, yeah, there's not really a lot to talk about other than things. Oh, you again. Hi again, Gooseduck. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Gooseduck. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you had planned to come here just to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, hey, I can't read it. Keep her manga collection in her room. Monica? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Gooseduck. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. It's not like that, Yuri. I wanted to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, while I was vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. So, from what I remember from last time, was it Sayori? Yeah, Sayori did the do, and I got traumatized by it. And now everything reset and it's fucking glitching out. It's been a long time. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Yes, we will. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't save. Like, I know I didn't know, like, any of this was gonna happen, but, like, I could have saved at one point. I feel like that's my bad. But I'll play it off screen to get different endings. Or maybe I'll just do it off screen while recording. Maybe. I don't know. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first 2 pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She seeks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's just the book they gave me, right? Uh-huh. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear that. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Wonder what book they're reading. It's a very engaged and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of the Markov. Oh, never mind. I know what it is. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. It's foreshadowing something. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines and that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be... Oh, that... Never mind. But the trapping part and the human experimenting might be on Monika's part. I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Goose Duck? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those kind of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. That seemed like a bit more detailing than I got from last time around when the first time I played this. Like at the beginning, there was less detail about it. Okay. It's the kind of challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... What? I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. I'm gonna let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm so sorry if I end up saying something strange. There's a glitch in the system. I feel like I'm not supposed to see that. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it then. Ooh, that was no yes. I mean, don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Wait, it didn't even get me a choice. Cause I wrote a poem. And it didn't let me choose who I get to read. Okay. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little bit apprehensive. Wait, I didn't even see Monika on the thing either. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. Just something that I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company, as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Using the corner of my eye, I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over, it looks like she's reading from my book instead. What the fuck? Okay. That was weird. Okay. You really apologize a lot, don't you? Okay. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. Wait, can I look at... I can't. Oh, I could. Aha. Aha. Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk till it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way I turn the page, Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to her side. When holding like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face I see in the corner in my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry, I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a bit silly, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I didn't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you're talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. Didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. That's different too. Yuri, you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? I didn't even notice. Anyways, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Goose duck? Hello, Monica. Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a bit strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Oh, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyways, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Oh, we didn't share our poems! Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? I was just asking. I stand up, I make a mental note where I left all the book, then I slip back into my bag. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm too eager to read my poem and I want her to... I'm putting in effort. Hi, Goose Duck. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Goose Duck. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Goose Duck. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I misunderstood you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? writing that's full imaginary symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally giving up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being so indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. I'm glad she's okay. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Yeah? Already? I'm so sorry for being late. No need to apologize. Still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hold while, but he doesn't look confused. I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantically scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Okay. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's kind of the style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What is the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you can say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and then tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. That's genuinely good advice. Thank you. As a writer, I find that pretty nice. We'll go Yuri last. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps to bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Cool. Oh, Yuri. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most obvious thing I reckon is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both style and their expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Might take you some time, but all it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Ooh. Please do. I'll love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate between the amber throw bathing must be this one of the last remaining she liked to have withstood the test of time, the size had to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing into the present, but living in the past. I flicker back. Okay, cool. Same thing. I am okay. I want to finish Doki in this stream, and then possibly I'll do some Minecraft afterwards. Sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Got to go see a Sea of Thunder. I wasn't thinking about that at all, but it took you a long time to read. I just don't read script that very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. I also like this poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It was longer last time. It was longer last time. You should write longer poems. Exactly my point. The last one was longer. I don't know what I was saying. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Goose Duck. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it is all. But I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it in that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Yeah, it's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Goose Duck. Me too. Oh, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It's not everyone! That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though just being nice, there's no way any of my poems can stand up to theirs. This song is out of key, and I don't like it. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Yeah, the last line, people try. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Goose Duck did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Goose Duck liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Goose Duck appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Oh! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh! Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Goose Duck started showing up. Burn. Natsuki, that's a little, this doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking. You wanna be edgy, bitch? Sorry, that's my lifestyle, too much so many mental aids to comprehend. See, just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves gradually, you know. If you want to prove anything to stop harassing. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This didn't get this bad last time. Whoa, 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 whoa! My bad. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck? Goose Duck here. Everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Whoa, 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 whoa! Goose Duck. Whoa, whoa! What the fuck? Yuri, what the? I can't choose Yuri! What the fuck? Hello, Monica. Hi. Hey, Goose Duck. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Sorry about... They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to you, Natsuki, or did. Goose Duck, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyways, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay for a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for some, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Goose Duck. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really... That's rude! Monica, please! Did I do a bad? I think I did a bad. Ooh. Okay. I think I did a bad. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more confident here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Goose Duck. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. By the way, yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. I'm glad she's okay. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. Yeah, no shit! And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. But not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologize. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little bit extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Well, whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. Now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Goose Duck, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. What the fuck? Oh no. Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was just also kind of wondered where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taking back how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean anything as I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on, so... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. What? I'm sorry. Not at all. I don't hate you. Okay. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Aha. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Goose Duck. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Goose Duck, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if I could spend some time together today. Yes! Even though I might regret it later, and I might die. Yes! Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little bit forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't start pounding for some reason. Mine too! I'm kidding. I'm gonna die. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Yes, make some tea. Thank you very much. If there's one thing I make my time reading here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as he retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. I kind of last stream I kind of drank a lot of teas. I regretted that like 10 minutes after stream. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contracts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. I like legs. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. Won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is someone holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. Why is the song muffled? That's weird. Let's see. Oh. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Haha, aha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking air through the teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh, what the fuck? Kia. Oh no. Oh no. No, my Yuri. No. Thanks for waiting patiently. Goose Duck, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. I think it's fine. Very well. Temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Oh, no. No. Expert on tea or anything. I am an expert on tea. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed, and perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And he noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Goose Duck. It's very endearing. No! God damn. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Goose Duck, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain today fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Okay, go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Oh, excuse me. Ow. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Yes, very close. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch your chest. Uh-oh! Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading inspection, and unlike I presume, the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Uh-oh! It's sexy time. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. But as well, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into her mouth, and I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. You don't hear anything? Thank you. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just? Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Goose Duck. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Goose Duck. Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Goose Duck. My heart won't stop pounding. Goose Duck. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything. Oh no. Can you feel it, Goose Duck? Yuri suddenly pressing my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Whoa! Ha! Oh, whoa! Hey! Haha! Oh, whoa! Maybe sexy time has gotten too much. Oh, okay. Take a picture, it'll last longer, honey. Oh. Oh, it's time to share poems. Hey, Yuri, hon, do you want to talk about that? I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with surprised expression on her face. Did you like it? Goose Duck, this one might even be better than yesterday's. Don't just... Now How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imaginary. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Goose Duck. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Uh-oh! They call me the heart pounder. I pound hearts. Is that bad, Goose Duck? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed, but right now I just want you to read my poem. I thought she was gonna have a heart attack, but nope. Ooh, this is kind of a lot to read. Okay, I'll read it. A rotating wheel turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky. These are just... 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, whatever that word is, gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving of existence, of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Wow! It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. It has a pen, a fall out of backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. Now you're touching it. Haha, I'm okay. What did I just... Oh, okay. Okay, miss... What's it called? Yandere. Okay, Miss Yandere. Yandere-chan, can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Goose Duck, I think you saw some earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. It's gonna be fun! I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? Never mind. She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. Might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. Not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. Oh no, never mind. Yuri, I'm leaving you behind in the dust. I'm gonna turn that down a bit. There we go. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little bit more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to tread my club members. Anyway, want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors they won't bright. Hey, that beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. I mean, that's the noise. It won't stop. Delete her? Sorry, no, it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game! Okay, thanks for... You never went, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. I can hear you, Monica. Anything. That's my advice for today. I liked your last one better. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I can tell you a bit more daring with this one. We're not really good enough for that. It felt right. Maybe sure, I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really different from each other. Maybe you'll find a bit influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you're spending time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody, so it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she likes to keep it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. You'd do that, Natsuki. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I just warming up. We didn't think that was the best I could do. Well, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. That is true. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respect won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever we're done sharing, you can leave now. Yeah, I'll read it. I'll read it. Yes, I'll read it. Can you hear me? That was a bit startling. Ooh. That was not pleasant. Oh, okay. We're all done reading each other's poem, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone to come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. I'm going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know how everyone's been a bit more alive ever since Goose-Duck joined and we started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become competent. We still only have 4 members! And the festival's our only real chance to find more, you know. What's so great about getting new members anyway? Oh, I should probably save. Yeah, sit right there. Actually, before we move on, let's go to the main menu really quick. Okay. Pictures. Is there anything new around? Is there anything new around? Is there anything new? Oh, that's new. Okay. Okay. There's a little devil inside all of us, pursuing their manufacture. Did I see this one? Oh no. Okay. Oh, I seen this one. I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? It's Monica. Ooh, don't click that one. Trace back. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just delete. Oh, okay, well, I read that already. Oh. Yeah. 30%. Only 30%? What? Doki Doki. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your poems or passion with as many people as you can? Ooh, ouch. What's that? Oh, nothing. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Gustuk? Don't come on. Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Gustuk to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Gustuk joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Gustuk isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. Hey, I am. I write. I'm actually a writer. If you people didn't know. And that's everyone. I'm planning to release a book soon. Not soon, but like, I'm planning to work on it soon. I probably should. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president-in-law and you should really consider our options for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Gustuk want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed more enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Gustuk, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice to not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if I started this club was a mistake? Now you done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? Not about you being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in this club like that. I think this might be Monica breaking. I think I'm breaking her. Don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Gustuk, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here, but still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Haha. I should do my best, consider everyone's perspective to make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, Goose Duck? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer was better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what it end up making about the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with a special, then on your side as well. Alright. Maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. Also a wonderful friend. Monica. Want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. I gotta go save Natsuki! I look forward to it. Shall we go, Goose Duck? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Goose Duck before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little bit troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, not Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waits as Yuri leaves. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Goose Duck, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm responsible for that as president. I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. That's why. Wait, not yet. No, stop it.